Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Okay, mic is good. There's not going to be a whole lot of commentary going on this one. Just it's not worth the effort. So this is qualification for the Novice tournament. Pretty much just people that are here for the dance game tournament. They can come over and play some Tetris. No real stakes, no nothing. Hang out, play some Tetris. Yeah, Zevalo, this is new players. I do need to thank Vince for letting me stream all of this. This is definitely not what you would normally see for on Classic Tetris 1. Not even close to what you would normally see. Hey, Quaid, how's it going? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it happens to be in your area. Yeah, Warp Rattler actually got to sit down with Maestro on Friday and really work on the game. Managed to pop a PB on Friday with Maestro watching. Class C controllers are actually not incredible, but. Kuwait, yeah, that's right. It's like Warp Rattler just said about the RNG. Why spend money on gacha games when you can just get the full gacha experience for free? Tetris Vietnam, thanks for the raid. Party of 13. Station 8 is going to do something when somebody shows up to play on Station 8. Yes, this is qualifiers for the novice bracket. 100. Yeah, that's the DDR in the background, Toka. Requirement for the novice bracket is effectively less than 400 KPB at the start, or just never having played before. This is literally for people that just want to get in and try the game out. We're going to bounce over to one of the other sets of equipment. We got 3 people playing over there, and I'm having fun with this as much as possible. Yeah, it looks like calibration got knocked kind of offline on that one. I think it wasn't me that recalibrated it last. I think whoever kind of did it wrong.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, believe it or not, there's actually an even more advanced scene. So, you have to think about that 34 years old comment for Tetris. Yes, this was 1989, but video games really didn't kick in until the late 70s. So, you could technically call this like the Silver Age, if you wanted to, but it is retro. Hell, Dance Dance Revolution is retro because DDR has been going since 1998. That's 20 years now. More than 20 years now. Like Dance Dance Revolution would be young compared to the other retro games, but it is retro now. Entire generations have been born in that time frame. We're going to jump back over to the middle set here. One that has Warp Rattler. The cameras can take a few seconds to get going. Yeah, PS2 is retro now. That came out when I was in college. I don't know why he looks so much like me. So Biggie Mac is still here. They're gonna come over and take over the stream real quick. Well, I go get some water. Yeah, Kingsman's old too.
Cool. Kingsman a retro game? Good question. Kingsman is old. I don't know if he is retro. Diversity of among the people. A lot of the level starts that you're comfortable with can set your sort of skill cap comes to points. Play a perfect game from level 3, don't actually survive level 9. Anyone who starts on level 9. Look over at the scores on the right, looks like Warp Rattler. No, I do have scores in for all three. Hat. everyone here is, yeah, fast. I remember hearing Warp Rattler specifically mention at this skill level, rolling is like non-existent on issue, so you just have to be good at stacking instead of having to work on full methods. There is still a lot of technique to getting DAS to be good. Yeah, this is actually a qualifying bracket right now. So this is I think there were 2 events scheduled for the Illinois Regional, one which was a CTWC tour event, and many of the players yesterday were competing as part of the CTWC event. And then there's also a amateur Tetris event where people who don't want to go up against Hufflepuff MJ Tetris now all battling in a pool of their own. It's not like there are only 2 tiers of skill in classic Tetris. There'll be people young group who are kind of outclassing this group right here as people who enthusiastic about the game, but Yeehaw brought all of his own controllers here so that no one here had to bring their own hardware. Everyone playing yesterday was on their own hardware. I'm happy to see how much interest there is. There's something like 13 players at least signed up, and maybe more who are just walking into the dance game contest and being like, hey, Tetris going on. What should I do? I should play some Tetris. Everything to do with the events yesterday is already wrapped up. We had our winner crowned and everything, but today's action features an entirely different set of players. I think qualifying goes for the next 2 hours. Started about an hour ago. So people here setting scores are trying to get into a bracket. See how that pans out. I brought back Yeehaw, so we're all safe.
More people just showed up to check in. So we're going to pop over and take a look at the new players. So not a novice is Biggie Mac 42. Yeah, Jacob, I'm going to have fun with this as much as I can. Warp Rattler managed to pop a 281 a little bit ago. All right, we're gonna bump back to the center station. We got 3 players over there as well. Captain Freedom, this is the Novice this is Novice Qualifier. Captain Freedom on YouTube, I'm specifically talking to you. Novice. A bunch of these players are literally brand new at the game. Yes, all the only person not sitting down at a station right now that isn't using DAS at all times is Biggie Mac, and they're not actually competing, they're just goofing around. Especially over on YouTube. Well, I don't have permissions to change the title over on YouTube, so it may not have changed. I did change it on Twitch, but I can't do that on YouTube. Yes, this is regular NES Tetris. We're just feeding it up into a... we're going to jump over to... Oh, it does say YouTube, Novice on YouTube? Cool. Yeah, this is regular NES Tetris. We're using Nestor's Champs to upscale everything. So you may see some weird glitching crap occasionally, but it won't be all that bad. Kevin running 56,000. Tanamachi's running 73,000. Not bad over on level 7. So, Captain, over on YouTube, the original Game Boy Tetris is kind of bad. I know a lot of people have color glasses on it, but it's not a very good game. It never really gets faster than level 9. I've heard about that one. I can only imagine it was a licensing nightmare. Captain Freedom's talking about the weird Mickey Mouse Tetris game. So something that doesn't really come across on the stream with the dance games in our background, actually the background of the, you can kind of, actually here, you jump over to 9, kind of see a little bit of it. Like if you look in the upper right-hand corner on Station 9 right now and you see that guy standing there, he's doing announcements. And you can see him over Kevin's shoulder as well on the bottom right. Actually, you can see him in 3 of them. That's one of the dance game tournaments. One of the things Warp Railer was just saying was the rhythmic stomping is actually kind of like really good background noise, and generally it gives you a rhythm to work with. After this game, I'm going to have to let Tonamachi know that he wants to play right well. Hey, Lutet's got a good game going. He's on 15 at 362. We're going to stick with the scene for now. He's a little dirty, but not in bad shape. Oh, that square was not good for his board. Okay, got the right open just in time for 16. Block the well. And Lutet probably not. No, but badass. That's not going to be able to get anywhere. He's going to top out at 360. Got it. So I'm having fun right now because I'm simultaneously running the stream and like slowly packing up. Captain Freedom says these guys all look like alpha nerds. I mean, it's better than being beta male cock. Well, the player not a novice. That's Biggie Mac 42. They were in gold bracket last night. They are not trying. Just absolutely not trying. Everybody else is fairly new to the game, except for Warp Rattler and Lutet. So it's gonna look like not trying compared to a lot of what has been on this channel before. That is a lot of 6 colors on this scene. I need to get a score in for Kevin. It is currently 11:26 Central Daylight Time. We're going to be doing qualifiers until about 12:30 Central Daylight Time. Then from there, we're going to take a lunch break and then come back and we will do a single elimination best of 3. We have 8 scores in, so it's fairly quick. Sonomachi has a halfway decent game going here. Over. Yeah, pretty close to top in the current score, current best score, if they can get out of this. Sonomachi into level 9 and misdrops instantly. 9 is a significant speed bump. It's a 144, 167. That is not their best score. That was close, though, but not quite. What's up, Mari? How's it going? This YouTube live. Oh, okay. And Fuji Apple and Mint Key on YouTube. Yeah, so Lutet playing 19 definitely. Beginner. We're going to jump back over to the side with Biggie Mac, Tanamachi, and Kevin. Kevin has a pretty good score going for themselves right now. We're here not specifically because there's any high scores going on. It's because Biggie Mac is doing pretty good on getting secret grade going here. There's the hole. Yeah, we got a secret grade alert right now. I just ruined it. I ruined it. Sorry, I had to go recalibrate a station. So I walked over there and Lutet's a tapper. He's got the controller on the table and he's tapping. Tappa. That is a 426. So, can anybody out there blame me if I said I kind of want to jam a game now? Or like 2 or 3?
Hello, chat. You've got me back. Wants to play a game or two of Tetris. The Biggie, formerly not a novice. Hi, Mari. I can chat. It might be a while ago. I was able to start on level Tetris. I think Yeehaw would probably win this contest. I don't know how the audio is for the stream. I watched a little bit of the Classic Tetris 3 stream yesterday where I was playing and realized that because there's so much background noise at the and there's not really a reasonable setting where you can hear through the mic but you can't also hear so much background noise. So I'm pretty sure they erred on the side of not hearing enough, and there was some points where the stream audio dropped. From what I can tell, every time I'm talking, the mic aux goes up as coming through, but I have no idea whether that's actually how the stream is being received on the other end. Looking over at the qual scores, Lutet is top qual right now with 400k. Warp Rattler has put up a 280. Tonomachi, the only other one over 100k. Then we have scores in from Mochi Miko, Kevin, Drazzle, Oxyacetylene, Crimson Hero. There's also 10 other players who are the names list, but they don't have a score next to them, so either they never submitted something or they haven't shown up. One thing that's really often tricky for new players to figure out about Classic Tetris is how to get the pieces rotated without Modern's rotation system. Because yes, you press A and B to rotate the pieces, but at some points, if you're close to the wall, that piece won't rotate because one attempt it makes to rotate will look at exactly the rotation that would happen around its center. If there's any reason that is, it just won't rotate it. You'll get new players who think that their rotate buttons don't work. Move the line all the way left vertically, flip it horizontally again. Curious, there's like so many different, again, tiers of skill among novice tournaments. Clearly some of these players have touched Classic Tetris, but some of them for those figuring out, it could be anything. What they will and won't understand about coming in. Apparently it put up a 229. Tricky to resolve that left. The dash control, you can get over it. So yeah, he's building up the bar dependency. That would... Hell, don't be a hero. Bars around and... Got a new dependency on the right. Oh, that's pretty sketchy. Got two bar dependencies. The one on the right probably requires quick tap. No dice. to see Utet and Warp Rattler are both starting on levels. Turner is not have a lot of white and colors. Where's the thing, I guess, I'm not sure how much these players are looking at the next box. The next box is absolutely crucial when you want to start playing at reasonably high. Making the plan for your the current piece. Oh god, no, I just saw Mike Ox drop real hard, so probably you can't hear me very well. Anyway, I was talking about how new players probably want to see the next box, but aren't sure when and how to look at it. So you'll have players who wait until the piece has already fallen like 4 or 5 rows into their stack before they have a plan for where it will go. Whereas it's sitting there in the next box during the placement of the previous piece, you could be looking at it then. Especially players who are pushing down on the current piece and haven't yet even looked at the next box are definitely missing out on quite a lot of information that they could use to improve their stack health. At the higher level, you'll end up with players making adjustments where you'll have a few options of where you'll place the current piece, and you look at the next box to decide which one is the best. But even before you are at the level where you can confidently make certain adjustments, you absolutely can benefit by just looking at the next box and, alright, well, given that the piece I'm currently placing is going to go in this column, where should I be preparing myself to place the next piece? That really prevents the sort of indecision issues of, oh god, I didn't realize, but I need to put this piece way over up high on the right and can't get it there because it's already fallen 4 or 5 rows. Oh wow, Yeehaw McKickass is on a 390 at 85 lines. That is well above 500k transition pace into the 600k transition. See, getting an L here would solve that problem, but now he needs an L and a bar, and he blocked both of them right before they came. So now, okay, L's there is correct. Oh, you could have done a burn in there that was a little harder to spot. It's still safe enough though. Really dependent though on getting a bar really quick. Need a bar yesterday. Okay, good save. Oh, missed the rotation. You know, you say, I'm on a good pace, that's when the pace ends. That's when you make the mistakes. Simply don't look at your score. Alright. That's still a great pace. But you aren't even top qual with that. Anyone in chat these days? Seen much activity come up on the chat since I started here, but good talk in there from bad hang in there from Yeehaw. If you're looking at this sort of speed of play, there's no way Yeehaw can place these pieces correctly without looking at the next box. He's aware before the piece comes in where he wants it to go, and it's holding the button in so that the fast charge is there and ready for it to move. It does seem like a key difference between players who have really kind of gotten to the level 18 speeds and players who are still figuring it out. I'm looking at Lutet, Warp Rattler. They're absolutely checking their next boxes before their piece is placed. I have my doubts for a few of the other players here. Good thing at least to not lock your well when bars on it. That's one where, oh, see a long bar in the next. Do not want that well covered if you Tetris set. You tried to get into a dig and then you failed the dig, but that's like optimal practice. Dig practice, yeah. I often refer to my Tetris sessions as dig practice because whether or not that's my goal, it's what's gonna happen. All right, we have confirmation from Warp Rattler of attempting 18. Do you have a lines PB on level 18? Okay. He's previously done all 130 lines of 18. That's exciting. I remember being at that stage. It's exciting to get through it for the first time. Nice. Yeah. How long ago were you starting to practice? Okay, so within the last 2 months, maybe last month, Warp Rattler became excited to play Tetris. Very nice. We'll get Warp Rattler's attempt on 18 now. Apparently has singled their way to level 19 in the past. 19 is 3 frames of the gameplay per every row that the drops. Have about a second spawning and the piece landing. And Tetris are all just code for how many frames it takes to fall a row, and that is why level 29 is as fast as it can go. You can't go faster than once a frame, but 18 is 3. It's a third as fast as the kill screen, and to this group of people, it often is the kill screen. If anyone makes it to 19, it goes 50% faster. The speeds at the higher levels of Tetris are very brutal. Impressive to think how fast Warp Rattlers picked up dash control, given that they started playing a couple weeks or months ago. Have to have a sense of when there's charge on your dash. Charge is something that depends on when you've stopped holding the button for the previous, when you start holding it for the next one. Warp Rattler's kind of scary, getting good this fast. Gets that J over. Back out of this dig. Impressive down step.
So players that right now have 20 minutes left to post scores. In 20 minutes, there'll be no more games. Hopefully everybody's having fun. Delve, yes, there is more. Oh, there is more stuff today, but it's going to be going on for a little while. We tried to do this last year, but everybody that signed up just kind of didn't show up. So, oh yeah, that's true. It was good to have you in. Also, Rohit Raj from Facebook, how's it going? Yeah. Technorist. The main competition was yesterday. This is the novice competition. Qualifiers. We got about 15 minutes left in qualifiers. I think Mochi is that with robbed. We're gonna jump over to two guys over. What's up, Schweikel? So, Lutet, I'm going to transition over there if I can get my mouse back over. Put up a 519. So, I'm going to have him be final boss. The Tapper. Schweikel, you going to be getting back over here soon? Got some expensive equipment here still. So right now this is novice qualifiers. Yesterday was CTWC qualifiers. That Lutet dude did pop a 519, so he's gonna just final boss the bracket, and then I might like final boss the bracket. So, but we have 9 scores right now, so we'll just do like an 8-person tournament and then have a best of 3 match against the winner of the tournament against Lutet. And then if there's time, I'll play the winner of that. I'm not good either. Nine players qualified today. One of them put up over a half max, so they're just going to be a final boss. Not that heavy. The one thing I do like is that everybody with the score that JX3 has going, I'm going to transition to it. Come on, the mouse will work. The score that JX3 has going right now is actually enough that everybody that's qualified has at least gotten to 5 digits. Which, for new players, 5 digits is really hard. There we go, 17,700. Not start any new. All right, there will be no more game starts. Well, including Lutet, you're not. I'm not even including that in the bracket. He's that far ahead of me. Eric Sakura on YouTube. You're not entirely wrong. The DDR stuff in the back does kind of look like gym equipment, and when you think about it, it kind of is gym equipment. We can go ahead and ignore Station 9. That's imploded. He's just jamming some 19 right now. X3 is at 11,000 on 5. We'll switch to that. He's in the upper right-hand corner. You can see 2 views of him. Station 7 is Miko. 27K. This is going to be a Tetris, though. Going to 30. Not quite. It'll be. Yeah, just be back by about 1:30. So what is going to happen is, hit the registration desk with it. Oh, Casey. So what's going to happen is as soon as Tonomachi finishes off this game, and JX3 finishes off their game, we're going to go to lunch. The stations are going to be, the stream's going to stay up. Stations are going to be available for whoever to play whatever they want. And then when we get back at around 1:30 Central, so it'll probably be in about 45 minutes from when players will move into the bracket. It's going to be an 8-person bracket with Lutet as the final boss fight. Single elimination, best of 3. I will be determining. I will actually determine who plays or what speeds people will play at based on what scores the people will put up. Oxy is settling, and I don't know where he is, but he put up a score earlier on. Top seed of the 8 is going to be Warp Rattler. At this point, he's playing against JX3, but this is going to reshuffle. Because JX3 is at 18,000. Already better. Might have some drops depending on if people come back. So yeah, JX3 is starting to get the hang. Tonomachi would need to get higher than 281 to move up. Oh, JX3's got a pretty good score going here. transition so we can see what's going on over on Tanamachi's. The F means efficiency. It is effectively har, the amount of score per line clear. Basically, you can ignore that one. That is a Nestor's Champs required statistic. It doesn't really have any bearing on anything involving any games. All right, Tanamachi, 162, has already improved their game. Still not quite caught up to Roy Pradler. Seeing some panic flips over on Tanamachi's side. Manages to get that over there. Can't get the long bar. Good for Tanamachi. That is their best. 4901. Back over to Jax. Back at one. Blue tech. All right, so JX3 into 7 right now at 30. All right, so we're paying attention to JX3 on the upper right. Real quick, I'm going to focus. So he's just on the right now. Finally, and he hit a good game. Up in the 30,000s. He jumped from last place to basically 5th. Tops out at 32,578. Okay. We're going to be back at 1:30 Central, hopefully. So, I got it. That's going to be start about 1:30. It is 1:30, which means I'm actually back right now. But true to form at this event, the competitors didn't come back. Got four of us. We've got JX3 here. We've got Mochi here. We've got Warp Rattler here. Got Oxyacetylene here. Dezil here. Missing Tonomachi and Kevin. Oh, I'm missing. I'm missing everybody. Get Mochi and JX3. X3. Ready? Okay. Going. So Talbot, what happened is I told everybody to come back for 1:30, and then a bunch of people assumed that meant like 1:45, so they're just getting disqualified. I'm not screwing with it. All right, we're going to transition into the one match that I can pull off right now. Give a couple of people more time to show up, but if it doesn't happen, then we'll just get some DQs. This is going to be a best-of-3 match between JX3 and Mochi Miko. Start on. Probably how players will start. Could have worked. Yes, Burrito Dad saying Yeehaw wins by default. Not doing sync. Or yeah, just go ahead and go. Have you played? Stay right there. You're in, all right. We're going to add another match in. One's Oxyacetylene against Totomachi on the top, and then got JX3 versus Mochi on the bottom. Count you down. Go clear out. Like a game start. All right. Go ahead and put out of it. Yeah, that will help. We got a weird hang. Oh, speaking of weird hangs, JX3 is not having a good time in this one right now. Second. All right. Count you guys in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And JX3 just topped out. Ochi, you have won the first game. Tells of him. Want to take a few. At least. Yeah, you can go ahead and top out. Tonomachi getting a Tetris going to 10,000 points. Actually, settling only at 993. We're going to count the bottom game down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We're off on the bottom. Tonomachi with a nice long bar flat up top. Ochimiko playing for center wall downstairs. Like JX3's going right well. Tonomachi lined up and ready for a Tetris. These are not same piece sets, so actually Acetylene had that 18-piece drought, and boy, did it mess with him. Acetylene not in the best shape. Blocked off the right side. Dash control isn't quite all there at this point. Looking to get something in. Okay, that was a halfway decent piece. Turns it the wrong way, and Tonomachi's going to take game 1. Guys, go ahead. Well, down at the bottom, Mochi's got a 3-high hole. And JX3 is getting beat over the head with long bars when he doesn't need. Tono's starting to get this down a little bit. Again, this game up top is just a recalibration type. Taking a few seconds while we work on that. Oh, Mochi just turned the wrong way. Now, to be able to get over there with Das, if she has a full charge, to go to the left. That's also if the game gives it, but it doesn't matter. JX3 ends up topping out. Tonomachi is going to top out as well. Tonomachi will, or Mochimiko will take the Mochi will take the sweep. I applied them wrong. Takes it. All right, you guys ready? All right, Tonomachi, Oxy is settling. Tonomachi has the first game. Wait for this applause to finish. Count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Focus in on that match. Good build from Tonomachi. Use a little more on the left. Gonna get. Oh! Tono hasn't really been playing, from what I've seen, hasn't played too much. Missed a piece rotation that gotten him to Tetris Ready. There right now, not the word. And gonna get the Tetris to go to 10,000. Oxy's side is shaking his head, a little bit of indecision. Starting to make some solid choices, however, is gonna have to start burning down. Throw that one over to. In the meantime, we have a Tetris on a mod. Kind of at the point where he's only using one button to. That's one of the first major hurdles. Button to and there it takes. Oxy's going to top out at 2,500. Tonomachi finishes it off. So our 1-8 and our 3-6 the 3 and the 8 didn't show up, and I'm not gonna mess with. But while I'm getting everything resituated here, I need to report Rattler as a 1-0 win. Bill as a other people did not make it back in time. So the 2 matches right now are Warp Rattler against Mochi, and then Tonomachi against Drizzle. Drizzle just ran away. What I will do is we'll slot in where Oxy was. And Warp Rattler will go in where JX3 was. All right, we'll see. Hey, Burrito Dad, how you doing? Yeah, there's a guy in chat with the handle Burrito Dad. Yeah. Discord for NES Tetris. You're gonna start on 8. Since you're playing against her, you're gonna start. You guys will both start on 8 again. And if all 4 are ready, we'll start at the same time. Starting in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sunshine Gremlin, hello. Are you also a book gremlin? It's not the biggest Sunday entertainment ever, but it's something. On the top match right now, Drizzle is ahead by about 1,500 points. In the bottom, Warp Rattler is ahead by 10,000. Warp Rattler is pushing down. He's actually gotten kind of used to like the 13, 15 speed. We know things are going to go well there. And Tetris just walked in. Tetris just walked back in, everybody. I mean, Stoichel is here. We're last in Novice bracket now. All right, players still holding up. Warp Rattler ahead by 1.7 Tetrises. Tonomachi up by just under a single Tetris at this point. Boards are not going the right way for Mochi. Drizzle's board is just a bit off. Stoichel and a rhubarb here again. All right, Mochi not going to be able to get anything. That means Warp Rattler is going to take the first game of the set. Up at the top. Just top out. Up at the top. Tonomachi still holding off on that 1 Tetris lead. Brazil couldn't quite get that piece over. That's probably going to do it for Brazil. And yeah, Drizzle is going to top out at 6,000 points. Tonomachi is going to take that game. All right, go ahead and top out. right, everybody, we ready? All 4 players are ready. We're going to count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Machi starting off with some tucks. Warp Rattler getting beat over the head by S's and Z's initially. Excellent board of Tonomachi up top. Brazil actually has a really nice board as well. Boards on the bottom are not all that great. This that long bar down is going to do nothing other than fill space. All right, 15-piece Stroud up on Tonomachi's side. Brazil is not dealing with anything totally along those. However, Tonomachi is handling it. See a wild rhubarb spinning around in the background. Warp Rattler not in good shape. Warp Rattler not in good shape. Warp Rattler not going to be able to get anything over. Mochimiko going to take a game. That string of nothing but S's and Z's at the start just destroyed everything. So, Mochi, if you want to keep playing, go ahead. Never mind. But in the meantime, Tonomachi is holding up a solid lead. Brazil was a little bit indecisive about what he wanted at Z, and early shift. Early shift. Not going to be able to get that long bar down there. Get this over to the left. Gets it. Couldn't decide on the rotation over there needed. And still is to top out at 4,800. Tonomachi takes 25,000 points. And that is it for Tonomachi. That is it. Tonomachi has taken the match. We will shift to show just match 2. If you want to. All right. Are you 2 ready? Count you down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tyler's trying out my arcade style controller. Wow, this is really nice. So a quick update on the games. Warp Rattler ahead by little under full Tetris on 9/10 of a Tetris. Mochi is trying to work things. Didn't have anywhere good for that S. Well, did have somewhere that would have worked, but wasn't quite able to get. Both players in a drought right now. Warp Rattler dealing with a heavier drought than me. Warp Rattler gonna need to burn. Oh boy, both players gonna need to burn. Huge drought. Warp Rattler's drought now approaching 40 pieces. Getting brained by RNG. Still managing to keep the options open. Oh, cover the well right as the long bar came up. Mochi pops a double with that long bar, but Warp Rattler's board is in significantly better shape, and he has a 12,000 point. Okay, Warp Rattler looking to burn a couple. Needs a piece. The long bar isn't going to be good for that one, but we're somewhat solid. Nope. Oh, pulls back for the long bar to get the double. Good call. Mochi getting down to the bottom, but hasn't been able to fully score yet. Struggling with it a little bit, but made the right call with that S piece. Rattler starting to work this down just a little bit more. Would love to 3-wide piece, but didn't get it in time. Now has the right well back open. Really needs the long bar for the right at this point. Gets the long bar in time, gets it over, gets the Tetris. Goes up by 2.5 Tetrises. Mochi getting decent pieces, and the board is going the correct direction. Could have used that Z over on the side, but it actually ended up working out. We got a little bit bailed. 5,000. Warp Rattler has the side blocked off. Oh, okay, there we go. Has the right side open. Mochi still has not scored a Tetris yet this game. Oh, lots of singles and doubles. Isn't bad very early. No, Blues on Warp is just every time he's got an option, he's. Oh, there's a Tetris for Warp. Gonna take a triple. Looks like he wants to get this down. He's been pushing down, so he will transition to 9 speeds. Significantly. Has a now almost 5 Tetris lead. And pop out. Warp Rattler takes the game. All right, so we're back with it. This is going to be a 9-start best-of-5 match. All right. Clear out victories. Are you ready? Are you ready? Count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Warp Rattler into a little bit of a situation. Can't Tetris at this point. Onomachi is in pretty decent shape, but fills in that gap. May opt to go one off the top. All right, Warp Rattler getting that Tetris. All right, triple. Just had screams from the dance game side. Warp looking for something good to get the things cleared up over on the left. The long bar is going to do it, but he's down by 700 points. Opting to take the burns just a smidge too early. As Room gets the long bar, gets the Tetris to take the lead by 10,000 points. Piece out on Onomachi's side. Warp get 5 long. Self up early. Gonna get the long bar over to the left to clear out 2. Created a long bar dependent. right down this other. Does have the score lead, but that doesn't much if he's out. Doesn't get the piece over to the right. Is he going to be able to get anything to the right from here? No, he is not. All right, Tonomachi, you have a chase down. You have to beat basically 26,000 points. All right, and there we go. Tonomachi takes the game. Button top out so we can. Players, are we ready? We'll count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Hey, and the last night's silver champion in chat right now. G'day, Evan, how's it going? How was the drive home? We're rather getting through a drought. Tetris filling up his left side a little bit more. Tonomachi matches with the Tetris. Oh, doesn't get a Tetris. Ooh, 2 Tetrises for Warp Rattler. Warp gonna be A to tuck down. Probably, yeah, just gonna block it off at this point. Not getting it. And of course, the J shows up a couple of pieces. Got a 14 crowd from Tonomachi's side. Rattler now has the right side open. Gets the long bar. This is gonna be for a triple. Tonomachi's gonna need to burn right side open. Drop on more. A long bar flat to burn, and a Tetris over on Tonomachi's side. Oh, yeah. Scoring right now. We're started with 2 Tetrises. Top since Tonomachi started with a bunch of six. Popped a Tetris. Has a flat board, but he's Tetris ready. Warp Rattler needs to burn one more. Tonomachi, for some reason, opts to go long bar flat instead of burning out with the bar down that way. Does it the second time through. Warp Rattler pops a Tetris. Goes to a 28,000 point lead. We keep pushing this game along. Warp is going to open up the right side, but not going to be able to do too much with it. There's a long bar dependency down the middle. Gets that and gets a dirty center wall triple. Tonomachi, in the meantime, has popped another Tetris recently, but has burned a couple of doubles since. Still a 1.5 Tetris lead for Warp Rattler, but he just keeps getting into some weird positions. Okay. Lead is dwindling a little bit for Warp Rattler. Tonomachi managed to pop another Tetris. So I noticed something that as a player that a T position with a T positioning, Warp Rattler didn't quite catch. Warp is not in the best of shape. Tonomachi about to grab a double, get ahead by 3,000 points. Warp is not going to be able to do too much more. Gets a piece to the right, not going to be able to get anything to the left. Tonomachi going to take the 2-0 lead. Tonomachi on the verge of the sweep. We'll count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Warp Rattler starting off hard with some push-down pieces. Tonomachi opting to build up the left side like a good DAS player. Both players pretty decent boards at this point. They're not on same piece. That's Warp Rattler getting hit by a 26-piece Drought at the moment. Drought is still going. Finally gets a long bar to get a Tetris, but while that was going on, Tanamachi just able to score 2 Tetrises. We're opting to try to burn down to get further into this. Looked like an early shift, not where I would have placed that, but hey, I'm not the one. Triple for Warp Rattler. Tanamachi is ahead, now down by a half a Tetris. Did not see what happened, but started off strong and then promptly had some issues. Warp using that T over there. Tetris for Tanamachi to go to 28, 8-7, 36. Miss drop on Tanamachi's side, creating some havoc. Warp Rattler looking for another long bar. Really would like another long bar. Tetris ready 2 rows up. May need to opt to just take more burns out of it. Does have some burn options. Takes 1 burn, 1 double burn. Might need to take another one. Yeah, just gonna take another one. Getting beat over the head by Droughts again. Back to Tetris readiness at that point. Gets the long bar, gets it in position, slams home the Tetris to retake the lead. Ahead by a half a Tetris. Tanamachi still digging out. Warp Rattler finally getting down to the bottom of the board. Bit of an early shift there on Warp Rattlers, and so he's gonna get some weirdness soon. Not gonna be able to tuck that in. They're gonna opt to build up just a bit more to resolve all. Tanamachi's side very slowly built himself up to the 2nd level. Has a dirty Tetris ready if he can get that hole involved in on 4, but okay, now has it resolved. Still on a 20-piece Drought. Looking to place pieces in ways that allows him to gain this sample. And blocks off the well right before the long bar shows up. I feel that pain. Meantime, Warp Rattler is now 1,412 now, 1,800 points behind. Warp trying to line up to get another Tetris here. Is kind of funky. Now Tetris ready to down 8 again. Gonna slam home that Tetris and take a brief lead of just under 3/4 of a Tetris. Tanamachi still building. %100 sure about that placement, but the long bar next is going to be pretty solid. Warp Rattler opting not to form the dependency that it could have filled right away, but Rattler really wants a long bar. Really wants a long bar. Shows up a piece too late. As is standard for Tetris, the long bar shows up too late. Warp Rattler is going to top out at 61,000. Tanamachi's going to take it in a sweep. So, that is the end of the bracket portion of it. But we have a boss battle. What's that? If you want to take Warp Rattler. All right, so just to fill people in, Lutek qualified with a 519-229. He's a hyper tapper. So, yeah. 12 starts. So this is the boss battle. All right. Are you guys ready? All right, we'll count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Celebration on Tomomachi's side. 2 has just been mystifying myself. Had to recalibrate 3 of my setups after I calibrated them. Tetris for Tomomachi. 26-piece drought over on loop. Gonna get a Tetris to resolve that, but it has a little bit iffy. Couple of holes on Tomomachi's side. He's down by 1,000. Needing to burn. And Steve's Vernination Tetris for Tomomachi. Lutet just got in a terrible situation. So Tomomachi gonna take the game. All right, both play 480. All right, if you're both ready, we can get going in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Pretty much. I mean, that's one of the best. Like Evan said, Tomomachi's just trying to make solid plays and live. And that's honestly the best way of going about it. Don't understand why his board is glitching out. It just started glitching out. Lutet's got a pretty solid board at this point. Tomomachi has a couple of holes to deal with, and those flips are not going to help things. But opting for the burn, just getting droughted for no reason because the game is dumb. Another reason Tomomachi kept winning is that that card on Station 8 has just been droughting people left and right. Since the match against Warplad earlier, it's just been drought after drought. Lutet's board in better shape. He's got the right side blocked off. Needs a Z and S as a teal work, but Tomomachi is not really going to be able to get too much further. He's going to top out at going to take the second game. Real quick, I'm going to take a look at what's going on Tomomachi's. So that was really funny. The station that Tomomachi's sitting on just wiped out its calibration and auto-recalibrated on its own, which is pretty annoying. All right. Are you guys ready for game 3? We'll start it in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tomomachi getting beat over the head with a dependency that I didn't get the piece for, which just happens. Just happens. Happens, it's happening, and I hate it. Tetris for Tomomachi. Lutet, gonna have to use this bar to burn one out. Throw that to the right to fill out for Tetris readiness and start building left. Longbar gets the Tetris. Head ahead just barely. Tomomachi's board. Kind of holy right here. Lutet's board. We're down on the right for the Tetris. Take the lead. Burning and burning and burning and burning. Hermino's Tetris for Lutet. Had to go up by 1. That Tetris ready. Tomomachi's board is in significantly better shape, has that J dependency or L dependent. Right. Looking for the piece. Creates a long bar dependency. And completes a tuck that happened in the first place. Not going for the T-spin. I don't blame him. Throws the long bar down, but it doesn't do anything. It's a burn, and doesn't get a good piece right afterwards. He can't get a long bar left. That's going to be it for Tomomachi. Lutet is going to take game 3. Hey. Michael, Rhubarb, and Tetris are heading out. You want to say goodbye to everyone?
Hello, everybody. This is Stoical. I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye.
Hello, everybody. This is Tetris, and I am saying goodbye. Goodbye.
It's just the Rhubarb. Hello. Wrong order. Hello, goodbye. You say hello, I say hello. Hello. Bye.
All right, everybody. Guys, thanks for coming out. Wait.
2, 1, Tetris. Once again, this is Stoical right here. You guys have no idea how hard Yeehaw works to put on an event like this. The amount of work he puts into organize this to create a really special weekend for a lot of people is it's great. So big thanks to Yeehaw for just putting on the work to make it a special weekend for all of us. We appreciate you, and yeah. Great, we love it. Hey, it's Stoical. Oh yeah, I remember that. It's a pleasure winning. Great match, lovely. Yeah, big thanks to Yeehaw for doing this. Really special weekend. He's the guy who does all this, and we love him. Thank you, Yeehaw.
Thanks, Stoical. Good to see you again. Have a safe drive back up towards O'Hare.
Oh yeah.
All right. In the meantime, we got a nearly 1 touchless lead for Lutet, and Tomomachi just not getting the pieces in the right place. Lutet, I've seen him go a little bit harder than this. It looks like some of the comp nerds are going. But also a lot of noise around us. But Lutet gets the right side open. 2 pieces later, gets the long bar for the Tetris. Goes up by 26,000 points at the moment. Solid on Lutet's side. He's made some pretty good decisions. Programming note that because I'm doing the multi-stream, I don't know if I can raid. Have anybody here I can ask if I can raid? So when this match finishes, we're just going to end the stream and everybody can go about their day. Thank you for coming and watching. Jedi Evan, thank you for coming out. Talbot, thanks for coming out. Sunshine Gremlin, thanks for coming out. Rito Dad, it was good. Everybody I talked to earlier. Lutet overshifts that T. Plays it smart. Throw that down for the Tetris to take a 3.5 Tetris lead. Right there. Couple of good pieces that will have the right side back open. Not getting the pieces there. The T is good. 2 T's for Tonomachi are pretty good. Hopefully throws the long bar to the left, does it? Split that side down to the bottom. Tonomachi's going to take a Tetris and cut the lead down to as currently constructed. Lutet going to throw this. Ooh, gets 2 long bars in a row to slap open Tetris. Gets the Tetris rate up to 53%. Has a 43,000 point lead. 43,000 point, just under a 43,000 point lead as the way things go. Tonomachi has a long bar dependency, actually 2 of them, the natural long bar dependency on the right and on the left. Blocks off everything, changed his mind, probably should have just committed to it. And trying to get something over to burn that doesn't throw anything extra weight on there. He's going to have to throw weight on one of those 2 openings. Looking for a T or a Z. Gets the T. Gets the S. Gets things back open. Tonomachi in a drought and not in good shape right now. Keep an eye on that one. Tonomachi, no, flip that piece too early. And Tonomachi gonna top out, so Lutet wins the boss battle. That is going to be the end of the stream. Tono, congratulations on winning the bracket. Congratulations on overpowering everybody. You have some challenges waiting for you. Warp Rattler would like to play you on an 18. Colin would like to play against you on 1. I'm gonna take down the stream right now. Everyone, thanks for coming out and watching. Thanks to DDR Illini, the University of Illinois, for giving me space to do this stuff. Thanks to Vince for letting me put Novice on classic Tetris. I need to start breaking things down. So have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. We're